All right, welcome back to Doha, and we're watching Raducanu straight from the final of Romania. She's here against Osorio, who is a very, very dangerous player, who has been playing pretty well lately, and won a title in the Challengers a couple of weeks ago. So very interesting matchups. We've also got Anisimova Pliskova. We're going to keep an eye on that as well as it happens. But, yeah, a lot going on. A lot is happening. So let's see if Raducanu can get the win here off a very short recovery from the final 2 days ago. Who do I have in this one? I have no idea what I picked in the preview. I have no clue. You have to go watch the preview. I have no clue. But it's happening after this doubles match, which is about to finish. Also, yeah, Pliskova and Anisimova is coming on. Gauff and Boko are playing doubles after the Penko match, so that's fun. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Medvedev's up 3-love in the second against Humbert. So yeah. So here we are on day 2 of this tournament. All right. We're nearly there. Almost there. Who have I got? Yeah, again, did I pick Osorio? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's that can't be good. Medi lost the first in a tiebreak hammer. I know he did. All right. So Fernandez's match has just ended. Fernandez won the doubles. And she will play. They will play somebody else, but they just got the win. All right. Yeah, Eala just... sorry, not Eala. Layla just won her doubles. Eala's not playing doubles. Did I watch the Super Bowl? Nope. I was asleep. I was asleep. And I missed it. I saw like the last 3 minutes. By then it was already over. Layla's doubles partner is Mladenovic. We actually watched them play last week against Eala and Chen. They lost. But yeah, we actually watched them last week. All right, Raducanu is about to come out on court. She's on court too, which is interesting. That her match is out on those courts. But yeah. Also, has anyone ever been to Doha? What's it like? I've never been to Doha. What is it like? What's going on, Andrew? How you doing? welcome. Is deserty? Are you just saying that because you've seen a photo, or have you been there, Dutchy? Oh, sorry, Greg's. Have you been there, or are you just saying that? Any schedule you're looking for? Just the Doha schedule. I already know the schedule for Rotterdam, and unfortunately, De Minaur is playing at 5 a.m. So fun, so much fun. You picked Osorio, Cam. Thank you for watching the video. I think it's a massive ask for Raducanu to come off a flight from Romania to Doha after playing all week last week, looked so tired in the final, and then one day later has to win. Like, that's, I don't know. I just think that's a lot. That is a lot to try and overcome. Not watching Pliskova and Nisimova? Nah, I changed my mind. But don't worry, we'll keep updated with it. We'll keep an eye on it. Demon is on a good Canadian time. Yeah, I know, right? I was there for an 8-hour layover, and for me, it seemed like a fusion of Middle East and European cities. Oh, okay. Interesting. Emma's match should have been the last first round match, but it's Pliskova. Now, Pliskova's match is a round 2 match. There's a couple of second round matches on today. Pliskova versus Anisimova is a second round, and Andreeva is playing her second round match as well. So probably to make more room for tomorrow. All right. Players better walk out on court, and we can get this started. All right. When is your lunchtime / or breakfast? Like 4 p.m. Demon is on. Yeah. All the best, Emma. Give it your all. Yeah, this will be interesting. I am interested to see how Raducanu looks, because it's going to be. This might be a tough one. What's your opinion on Sky having all tennis coverage and those that cannot afford it can't watch? I mean, you can get tennis TV, but that's what I use on the men's side. Women's side, you can watch WTA TV. I don't know if it's available in your area, but those are some alternatives. But I don't know how expensive it is for Sky. But look, for a long time, tennis has been behind a paywall. That's just how it is. Grand Slams are the only time that you may get to watch it for free. Maybe if you're lucky, maybe. But most of the time, you got to pay for that too. So, yeah. Just because big broadcasters don't want to buy the rights for tennis to put on for free. So that's why we're in this position, I think. But I'm also stupid, so don't take my word for it. $30 a month additional on Sky. Yeah, £30 a month. Holy shit. Yeah, so I mean, look, I don't, like I said, I watch tennis TV. I use tennis TV for the men's and WTA TV for the ladies. Nothing is free. It's tennis TV in the UK for WTA and ATP Grand Slams on a clue. Well, yeah, you don't get Grand Slams with tennis TV, but for Grand Slams, most of the time it's on free anyway. Like, so Grand Slams you don't have to pay for those most of the time. But for everything else, yeah, like I said, I use tennis TV, I use WTA TV, and then for the Grand Slams, I use, depending on the which slam it is, because they're not all on the same channel. But Australian Open, I use Australian TV, and then I use like a streaming service that is Australian only for everything else usually. But yeah, it's just the world we live in. All right, they're warming up. Let's see how Raducanu looks after a long week last week. Penko finally on track to win. Yeah, she's had a battle. She has battled. She has battled. All right. Winner of this match will take on Siniakova, who took out Townsend. So this part of the draw's kind of opened up a little bit. Still got Alexandrova and possibly Penko in the area, but yeah, it's been a pretty interesting day. All right. I think Emma will lose, unfortunately. I'd say if Raducanu wins this match, that would be very impressive. Considering that, in the final against Castella, she didn't look great. She looked sore on the way to the final in that semi-final, and she's also taken an 8-hour flight to be here. Totally different time zones, totally different conditions to the indoor hard courts of Romania in the middle of winter to Doha, right? Totally different. And off a day, right? Off one day. So if Raducanu wins this match, by the way, on the other side, Osorio had all last week off after winning a title in Manila. So Osorio coming in fresh, right? I mean, she did play qualies, but coming in fresher than Raducanu for sure. This would be a huge, physical effort by Raducanu. Now Osorio took out Hon and Hunter, so two Australians to get here. One of them was 3 sets, the other one was straight sets. But yeah, Osorio should be the favorite here. Raducanu does have a 2-0 head-to-head, but all those other things I mentioned, 2-0 doesn't mean anything. Like, head-to-head doesn't really make that big. I mean, Raducanu is a big disadvantage today. She's playing against a player that's winning on a 7-match win streak, who's in confidence, up confidence, fresh, and you've come from another country with a totally different time zone, totally different weather conditions, and you're also fatigued from that match because you made the final. So you're also coming off and losing that final in pretty convincing fashion doesn't help. So again, I that's why I picked Osorio, because I think that like there's so much against Raducanu in this matchup. The head-to-head is the only thing that's on her side. But this is going to be a physical match because Osorio plays physical. I mean, this is not going to be easy. It's going to be a very tricky night. So if Raducanu wins this, it'll be a hell of an effort. We saw Towson. How can it affect some travel situation? Well, yeah. I said Osorio in 3. I think Raducanu might be able to get off a good start, but I don't know. If the longer this match goes, the harder it's going to be. It's going to be real tough. It's going to be a really physical. It's always physical against Osorio anyway. Even if Raducanu was fresh, I'd still be saying a lot of the same things I'm saying about Osorio, how physical she plays and how of a grind it could be. But you add all the factors in that Raducanu is coming from a totally different place. Everything. I'd be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if Raducanu lost. I think this is going to be it could be a tough match. Very tough. Anyways, chat, who you got? Raducanu to serve. Raducanu serves. Into the backhand of Osorio. Return is into the forehand of Raducanu. Osorio forehand again, the forehand of Raducanu. Down the line of the backhand of Osorio. Raducanu hits it out. It's love 15. I've supported Raducanu since day one at Wimbledon, and although it is really difficult, she is slowly climbing the ladder. Yeah, I mean, making the final last week was huge. It was a huge win for all Raducanu fans. First serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Raducanu. Backhand now from Osorio. Raducanu with a forehand at the backhand of Osorio. Osorio goes wide. It's 15 all. Why did she decide to play? Should take the week off? Because this is a 1,000 event. And it's worth a lot of points. And ranking points are valuable. So why... she's not injured. If she was injured, I'd say, yeah, don't play with an injury because you could be out for a while. But she's only fatigued, so she's pushing through. But we haven't watched her play yet, so maybe she isn't as tired as we think she could be. But yeah, I mean, this is too good of an opportunity not to play. Worst case, she loses today and gets the week off anyway. It doesn't matter. If she loses today, she'll still get a week off, right? If she didn't play, she gets one extra day off. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? So if she wins today, helps her ranking, right? I mean, yeah, it's worth playing. You know, if it was an injury, it'd be a different story, but it's not an injury, so it's mandatory. No, it's not. Then why the hell didn't everyone else play? Where's Sabalenka? Mandatory. A lot of players didn't play because of change of schedule. It's not mandatory. 30 all. It's just beneficial to your rankings if you do play and do well. If Raducanu wins a couple matches here, then she will. It'll help her ranking. As the return goes out by Osorio, and it's 40-15, 40-30. Seven to the backhand of Osorio. Return the forehand of Raducanu. Osorio backhand again. The backhand of Raducanu into the forehand of Osorio. Drop shot's good. Nope, it's in the net. I lied. One love Raducanu. Also, when she saw Osorio was the matchup, she probably thought, I can beat her. So maybe that's another reason why. If she played against somebody else who she, maybe if the draw had been different, she might have thought, I don't know. But because she goes, oh, well, I can beat this lady. And then now the next match is against Siniakova. So that's better than Towson. So Raducanu might actually like her chances of making it the third round. Oh, God. All right. Osorio to serve. One love Raducanu. As we'll fault second serve. Raducanu return winner. Whoops. Odd scheduling. Did her team think she would lose earlier in the last tournament? Well, no. I think she played the last tournament. Maybe one because she probably got maybe like an appearance fee. But also, her dad's Romanian. So playing in Romania is, for that reason, right? To play in front of, and she can speak Romanian. She did that with the crowd a few times. So yeah, I think playing in that tournament, maybe she got an appearance fee and they enticed her to play, but she probably also wanted to play, because it's her dad's, home country, half of her country, she's half Romanian. Backhand rally. As Raducanu down the line into the forehand of Osorio. Raducanu backhand the forehand of Osorio. Again, the backhand of Raducanu. There's a bit of forehand from Osorio in the net. It's 15-30. Raducanu about to get the break here. Also number one seed. Yeah, she was the number one seed. So that obviously was interesting as well. Also, she has family there, right? I'm pretty sure. All right, 15-30. Little chance for Raducanu to break straight away. Osorio serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Raducanu. Back in now from Osorio in the net. It's 15-40. Grandma and cousins live there. There you go. So that's probably another reason to go visit family. All right, so Penko serving for the match. By the way, Anisimova's already up 3-1 in like 17 minutes. So Anisimova's already up 3-1. Break points. $15.40. Second serve, Osorio. Into the backhand of Raducanu. Return goes short in the forehand of Osorio. She puts it away, and it's 30-40. One saved. If I have to see this in Valentine's Day ad one more time, lol. What Valentine's Day ad? 30-40. We're talking about Valentine's Day. Nobody recognizes that. It's not even a holiday. You don't even get the day off on Valentine's Day. What do you mean Valentine's Day? 4-4 rally. Who celebrates Valentine's Day? Every day should be Valentine's Day if you really love your spouse. As a forehand goes out by Raducanu deuce. Every day should be Valentine's Day. You shouldn't just have one day where you actually do nice things for somebody. You should do them all the time. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that you should be just a good person all the time and not just save it for one day and be like, here, have some flowers and chocolate. I love you. And then the rest of the year, just be a dick. No. You should be great all the time. Or at least once a week. Anyways, Raducanu hits a winner. Raducanu hits a winner. Advantage Raducanu. Valentine's Day is a cop-out. I can't wait to get nothing for Valentine's Day. Yeah, you should get something on the day after Valentine's Day. Yeah. Also, my birthday is on the 22nd, so Valentine's Day is just redundant because the day of my birth is a week later. So it's like, well, what's the point? Anyways, that goes to the net by Osorio. 2-love. Are you getting mushy, Cam? No, I'm just saying. Valentine's Day is a silly day. It's a waste of money and a waste of time. Also, if you want to do something on Valentine's Day, it's expensive. And there's a lot of people doing stuff on Valentine's Day because everybody thinks that that's the day you do stuff. No. Go on a random Wednesday and do things. My sister's birthday is on the 22nd of Feb. Hey. Shout out. My birthday's on the 12th. I don't celebrate that either. Oh, well, you can celebrate here. 15 love. We'll be live, so make sure you're here. Happy early birthday, Caroline. There's a song about you, but I'm not going to sing it because it's rude. Sweet Caroline. Oh, that's a better song. Not Roses by Outcast. That's not the song. We won't sing that song. Sweet Caroline. That's a good song. Well, I mean, I don't like that song, but that's a song. But Roses is a good song by Outcast. Backhand return into the forehand of Raducanu, and Osorio hits a long 40 love. Jeez, Raducanu is on fire, and this is I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong with this one. Shout out Neil Diamond. Did anyone go see that terrible movie with Hugh Jackman? Me neither. 40 love. Raducanu serves. Into the backhand of Osorio. Backhand of Raducanu into the backhand of Osorio as Raducanu again to the backhand of Osorio. Into the backhand of Raducanu as Osorio again to the Raducanu backhand. Raducanu in the net 40-15. It's chocolate day today, 9th of Feb, the only day I can relate to. What are you talking about chocolate day? The hell's chocolate day? Is that like a celebration of... What the hell do you mean chocolate day? 9th of Feb is chocolate day. What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. Penko wins! Nice. Medvedev won the second. Nice. 40-15. Sorry, I ruined it. Spoiler alert. Penko won. As with a backhand into the forehand of Osorio. Raducanu forehand to the forehand of Osorio. Osorio hits it out. 3-love Raducanu. Great start. It's National Chocolate Day today? Oh, okay. That's good then. Which national? Which nation? Today is wine day and I'm having a glass. Oh, okay. That could mean two things. Complaining or drinking. Or both. You can whine about wine. You can drink wine while you whine. Apparently a part of Valentine's week. Who the fuck made up Valentine's week? Chat, that's not a thing. Your partner gave you some false information. Valentine's week. No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. No one's ever done that ever. What are you talking about? If your partner says it's called Valentine's week and you owe me chocolate on the 9th, you can get stuffed. That is crazy. What is this? What do you mean Valentine's week? I gotta be honest. If you're doing Valentine's week, you got scammed. You got scammed. You got scammed. Someone scammed you. Who convinced you that that's a thing? Who the hell said you? What the hell is this shit? This is not a thing. Well, it is a thing, but it's also this is a scam. Somebody's scammed you. Rose Day the 7th. I'm sorry, what? 7 days before and 7 days after Valentine's. So 7 days after is the bad shit. Breakup day on the 21st. Ooh, that's depressing. Teddy Day? How the hell am I going to find a Teddy? Propose Day? I'm sorry. Who made up this crazy list? This is some scam. This is a scam. What the hell is Slap Day? That's not a thing. Perfume Day? I'm sorry. This is just like spend money all the time. This is who made this shit up? What the hell's a Valentine week data sheet? That's date sheet. That's crazy. Come on now. Get creative. Think about it yourself. Don't go to Google for your answers. Come on. Some AI shit. Yeah, AI is just trying to ruin us all. What the hell? That's crazy, man. That is so crazy. I'm sorry, but if you celebrate Valentine's, whatever the hell that was, you just stop scamming your partners, all right? Come on now. 15. Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. No, 15 all. Anyway, slice goes in the volley of Raducanu. She misses it wide, and it's 30-15. Today's pizza day. Yeah, today is Tuesday. 30-15. As Osorio serves again. Trying to get on the board here. As Osorio, good serve. 40-15. It's Monday. It's Monday where I am. 40-15. Backhand to backhand rally. As Osorio hits it in the net. 40-30. Every day should be pizza day. Yeah, pizza. Is there such thing as healthy pizza that doesn't taste gross? God, I haven't had pizza in a minute. I've been good on the eating side of things, and I have not been eating pizza. Pizza's off the menu. All right, Osorio on the board, 3-1. Pineapple pizza day, gross. What have I been eating? Not a lot. Which is the point. That's the point of it all. Anyways, 3-1. As Osorio went to point love 15. Anyways, love 15. As Raducanu serves. And it's a let. Serving the forehand of Osorio, but she hits it out in the return. 15-0. Pancake Day. Wasn't that... That's today! Wait, is it today or was it last week? It's the second Tuesday of the February, right? Yes. I have an excuse to eat. 15-0. I'm getting pancakes tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Backhand return, the backhand of Raducanu. Good shot. Slice goes in from... Sorry, goes out from Osorio, and it's 30-15. Oh, next Tuesday. Oh. I thought it was the second Tuesday of the month. By the way, Pancake Tuesday is a British thing, right? Nobody else does it. Australia do it because we're like, associated with the UK. What is it actually for anyway? It's a Christian festival celebrated in many countries. Okay, so it's not a British thing. What does it actually mean? What is it for? Yeah, I'm not showing you the match because we'll get banned. And it was in the net by Osorio, 40-15. Now I'm craving pancakes. Hey, well, you can't have them until next week. No pancakes for a week. You're too early. Next week. Pliskova breaks back 4-3. So now I have to do Valentine's Day and pancakes? Shit. And then my birthday? Shit. All right, well, I'm just going to eat pancakes all day. Next week is pancake week. I'm making it a thing. Pancake week. Why are you not replying? Why? Bro, just get WTA TV. Stop harassing me. 4-1. WTA TV. 4-1. Makes sense that pancake day is on a fat Tuesday. What's that supposed to mean? All right. In UK, I think you can watch for free on WTA TV. Can you? Pardon me, I don't know. This is a 1,000 event, so I don't know. All right. Oh, Mardi Gras. Okay, cool. Nothing is free in the UK. Breathing. Can you breathe? But you're allowed to breathe, though. Breathe. With a TH. 4-1. Who wins today? Please prediction. I made a video. Go watch it. 4-1. You pay for air? Man. UK really turned a corner. When I left, when I was there, it was fine. All right, love 15. Osorio makes another error. As a return goes into the forehand of Osorio, and she hits that out. Love 30. Raducanu is smoking it in here. Osorio is making a few errors, to be totally fair. She has been making some errors, but Raducanu is starting strong. 15-30. All right. As a return goes in the backhand of Osorio. Great winner. Down the line, backhand winner, 30-0. 30-0. As we're backhand now from Raducanu. Into the backhand of Osorio. Raducanu with a volley. Too good. All right, 30-40, Raducanu to take a double break in this first set. As the return goes in the forehand of Osorio, Raducanu forehand to the forehand of Osorio. Down the line's good. Raducanu slices it back. Osorio forehand. Winner. I tell you what, Raducanu is running quick. Like, she is not looking tired at all. Deuce. All right, backhand rally. As that goes down the line from Raducanu, and that's a great shot. Osorio hits it long. Raducanu to get that double break. All right, advantage Raducanu. By the way, chat, Raducanu ditches all coaches, gets to her first final in 4 years, and is playing some great tennis. Who needs a coach, chat? Maybe that was the problem all along. She had a coach. As we forehand now from Raducanu into the backhand slice of Osorio. That's going to go wide, and Raducanu with 5-1 lead. Tsitsipas or Rinderknecht? Steph. I believe in Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas not in good form. Is Rinderknecht in good form? I don't think he is, right? I think he's been losing too. So I'm going to go Steph because. And that's my reason. Just because. Sometimes you just got to believe, chat. You just got to have belief. You just got to believe. There doesn't have to be a logical reason or rhyme to it. You've just got to have just a feeling. And I have a feeling. So that's my feeling. I believe that Steph will win. No facts or no stats can back it up, but I am also... Sometimes you just got to go with what you feel. And that's just life advice, man. That's just free. Love 15. Just trust your gut. Go with Steph. I'm going with Steph. My daughter's a big Steph fan. Nice. Love 15. He'll win Monte Carlo. Again. He will. He's a Monte Carlo king. All right, double fault Raducanu. Love 30. Also, I don't know if Rinderknecht has actually been playing well. Has he been playing well and I just completely misjudged his talents? I don't think he's playing that well either. So I picked Steph in that situation. All right, as that goes out by Raducanu. Osorio with the break points. Love 40. Love 40. To get one of the breaks back, by the way, Nisimova is playing. All right, first serve the fault, second serve. She's at 4-all. Also, Gauff and Mboko have just started. As it a forehand Raducanu to the backhand of Osorio. She hits it wide. It's 15-40. Kalinskaya up a set and a break. Medvedev is into a third. At 1 set all. Valentova and Noskova are playing doubles right now. All right, Raducanu still up a double break. Serve to the backhand of Osorio. Backhand of Raducanu down the line to the front of Osorio. Raducanu, forehand cross court. Osorio lob. Raducanu with a forehand winner into the corner. Great shot. And it's 30-40. What did you say about Osorio? When? Does Raducanu often play without a visor? Or is it a new thing? Well, it's nighttime, so she probably doesn't need it for nighttime. All right, 30-40. Still break point for Osorio to get one back. Return goes in the forehand of Raducanu. Osorio backhand to the backhand of Raducanu. Slice from Osorio goes to the Raducanu forehand. Osorio backhand cross court. Raducanu's there. Osorio backhand down the middle. Raducanu's there as well with a forehand down the line. Osorio gets it back. Raducanu with a forehand to the forehand of Osorio. Raducanu forehand on the stretch. Goes down the line for a winner. Wow. All right. Deuce. What a shot. All right, we get the deuce. Raducanu serves. Into the front of Osorio. That's a return winner. That's too good. All right, advantage Osorio. Osorio was ready for that one. All right, Raducanu serves. As the return goes to forehand of Raducanu. And Osorio pulls the trigger on the forehand but misses. And it's back to deuce. All right, is this? We get a let. All right. Raducanu. Down break point again. Advantage Osorio. Why do I always think Pliskova is a lefty? May be confused with Kvitova. No, she is a lefty, but it's not Carolina. It's her sister. All right, deuce. There's two Pliskova sisters. They're twins. And one's a lefty, one's a righty. You're thinking of the other Pliskova. By the way, to the dude in the chat spamming, can you stop? Please. For the love of God. You lost everything? All right, well, go cry somewhere else because you're annoying everybody. Forehand from Osorio is a lob. Raducanu runs back. She can't get it, though. Great lob, Osorio. Advantage again. Please stop spamming. Thank you. Advantage Osorio. I mean, you think you lost everything? There was a guy in here before that lost his wife yesterday and his girlfriend today. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I've never heard of such a story. And his house on top of it. It was crazy, man. So, I mean, if you've lost, I mean, you think you've lost everything, just think of that guy. That was some crazy shit. Backhand rally. Slice from Osorio down the line of the front of Raducanu. Osorio inside our forehand. Great shot. Raducanu slices it back. Osorio backhand down the line winner. There's the break back. One of the breaks back. Just watch Valentova. Her game is crazy good. I know, right, Brand? She's a really good player. We're going to be watching more of her. Mehdi now hitting his racket on the ground. The crowd's booing. So the crowd are French today. The Dutch fans are French. If Eala and Raducanu fight, who are you picking? Oh, I refuse to choose. Indoors on Bear is dangerous. He is. Very dangerous. Cam will choose Eala. He can't do without the Filipino crowd. No. Medi got a triple Fakina warning. Wait, what? So Medvedev's got 3. Did you say he's got 3? He's got a what? Dutchie, speak English. What do you mean Fakina warning? What are you talking about? He got a triple warning. What the hell are you talking about? So wait, he got a game penalty? Is that what you're saying? Because if he's on his 3rd warning, that's a game penalty. Oh, Medi kept swearing. Wait, he got a warning for swearing. Is that what you're telling me? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. All right, so Medvedev got a warning for swearing, okay. Anyways, 15 love Osorio. As the return goes down the line from Osorio, that's a winner, 30 love. Oh, Medvedev's talking about how bad the balls are. Yeah, he was talking about that in the first set. All right, 40 love as Osorio serves an ace. $40 love. As a return to the back end of Osorio, and Osorio hits long, 40-15. By the way, Chad, I had such a good day today. I've been getting so many things done. Isn't it? Don't you love just like getting little chores done? Well, I've been having putting things on the wall has been a thing I've been waiting to do for months, and I finally got around to for doing it. It was so productive. What a productive, lovely day. This has been bugging me for ages to put them on the wall properly. But in my whole house, I've had just piles of stuff that I've had to put on the wall. And then today I was like, you know what? After I did that, I was like, I'm gonna do the rest of the house. So I got the hammer and nails out and I just started making holes in the wall. And now my house feels a little less full of piles of stuff. Cam's in his productive era. I am. 2026. Getting things done. All right, advantage Raducanu. Cam without glasses looks like a bit like a guy on Love Island, UK. What's the guy's name? I have to look this up now because you've said something. And we've returned the net. More room for your hoarder items. I am not a hoarder. It's a compliment. He's handsome. Okay. I don't know if being compared to a Love Island person is a compliment. Because those people on there are usually silly. It's back in the net by Osorio. Advantage Raducanu. Do Aussies have Nando's? Hell yeah. Isn't I'm not a hoarder what a hoarder would say? I'm not a hoarder. Advantage Raducanu. I don't have to climb over piles of things to get to my toilet. Like, I can walk through my house. There's not things on the ground. I'm not a hoarder. I have a collector of things, and the collection of things are great things. As that goes to the net, and Raducanu wins a set, 6-2. My house is full of eclectic items, and I'm not a hoarder. I do throw things away. That's part of the productive thing. Cam and James caught in a twins period. You're banned. Get that guy out of here. No, I get things and then I give them back that if I replace things. I don't add to my collection. I replace things. For example, I found this really awesome corded phone. So now I can get rid of the one that I bought 3 months ago that I don't like as much. Well, I got this awesome phone that I actually was looking at buying anyway, but I got it for $8 because it was at a thrift store. And now I can get rid of the one that I had that I don't need now because I've got a new one. So I don't need one. See, look. Check that phone out. Check it out. Whoop. Look at that. How cool is that phone? How cool is that phone? Goosebumps books. That's a cool phone. But now I don't need the other one that I bought. So that one's going back to the thrift store. So then somebody else can buy it. And somebody else can use it for their house. So, I'm not collecting like a bunch of phones, and I'm not putting a bunch of other shit on my, like, I also found this today. This is kind of cute. It's called a Pop Cube. It was $2 from the thrift store. Again, just a collection, I don't hoard things. I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard. I give back if I get something, if I upgrade something. That phone is from the 70s. No, I think it's from it's a cool style though. Stop lying, Cam. Don't be a joke. Hey, G-Van, why don't you just fucking relax, buddy? Why don't you just relax? Where's your punk dog? Get this guy out of here. Loving the duck pout? Yeah. Very vintage type phone. Really cool. Thank you. The phone looks like a Nordic design. Hey, look, I don't care where it's from. It's just sick. It's just cool. And I've been looking for one, looking for that exact phone. The one I was going to get was $50. And then I found this one for $8. And it was a steal. And when I took it up to the counter, the lady was like, I was going to get that for my son. And then I'm like, well, it's mine now. So I'm sorry. Your son's going to have to buy the $50 one. Because this is mine. 6-2. It is a steal, I know, right? You are manipulating things, my friend. We're not friends. I don't know you. Please don't bring embarrassment to society. Yeah, see, my friends wouldn't say that to me. They'd be like, hey, Cam, that's a really cool phone. We're friends, and your house is really cool and full of cool stuff. That's what a friend would say. We're not friends. You're not being friendly right now. Love 15. Is it a backhand? No, that's a winner from Osorio. Love 30. A friend would encourage me. By the way, dude, you've been timed out like 17 times. Can you please relax? 18 times. All right, love 30. As we'll find out the line from Raducanu. Because a lob by Osorio. And then Raducanu with a bounce. Oh, she missed the bounce smash. All right, love 40. Why are there so many haters tonight? 22 times. Yeah, some people are just bored. It's Valentine's Day. Everyone's depressed. Love 40. I think that's what it is. Coco's up 4-1 already? Nice. Has a bit of serve. Into the forehand of Osorio. Backhand of Raducanu. The backhand of Osorio. Is Raducanu forehand again. The backhand of Osorio. Raducanu forehand goes into the forehand of Osorio. Raducanu forehand inside out. Osorio's there with a slice. Raducanu. Forehand cross court. Osorio gets on the stretch. It's wide. On the return, 15-40. What's the weather like in Australia? It's all right. Beckenham. I feel like I know where that is. It's kind of chilly, but it's not freezing. What is the weather tomorrow, though? I think it's been really humid here lately. Yeah, so tomorrow's going to be 27, and then 31, and then 17. It's going to rain on Wednesday, my dude. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be warm, and then it's going to be hot, and then it's going to be cold. 30-40. Oh, sorry, I still got a break point here. As the return goes in, the forehand of Raducanu. Forehand now from Osorio is a passing shot. Raducanu volleys. It goes in. Then Osorio hits a backhand passing shot wide. All right. Deuce. We get to deuce. Out of Andrew Raducanu. Medi just hit the ball in the crowd. Dude, he's going to get defaulted. Medvedev's going to get defaulted. All right, first serve default, second serve. Medvedev's going to get defaulted. Like, how many chances he had? He must be on his, like, third warning or third violation by now. Because if he's verbal abuse, ball abuse, racket abuse, he's got to be, like, he's speed running a default. What the hell? I mean, not really, because it would have had to be in first set. But Medi's got to be on, like, point penalties by now. Are you the one who decides that? Yes, because I'm the king of tennis and I decide what goes and what doesn't, right? Jivan, do you ever have anything nice to say? Like, are you just here to cause trouble? I feel like you're just a troublemaker. One day you're telling me that, Australia should be banned from having a Grand Slam, and then the next time you're telling me that, Djokovic getting deported was, Australia should be accountable. Like, what's your problem? Why are you like this? Bublik destroyed rackets recently after he lost to Vachereau. Yeah. Did Vachereau do like the I'm digging a grave celebration in that match though? That was wild. What was that celebration? Raducanu holds, by the way, one love. The guy announcing the match said Medi is acting crazy. He is. But he's acting Medi. Like, Medi does act crazy sometimes. It's meme Medev. Who hurt you? Yeah, exactly. All right. Backhand slice Raducanu. Into the net. 15-0. Bears up 5-2 in the third. Maybe they're just going to get defaulted. All right, 15-0. Hey, Justin, thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate that. As Raducanu looking at a second serve from Osorio. As the return goes back into Osorio. Raducanu backhand down the line. That's a great shot. Osorio gets it. Raducanu forehand again. The fault of Osorio. Now Raducanu in trouble with a slice. Osorio. Forehand inside out winner. All right. 30-15. He just kicked a wall. Medvedev's on a tear today. No one's safe. Not even the walls. The cursing starts. Raducanu is his new victim. We might need a tribal council. Is that how we're going to have to start dealing with this stuff? We need to make it funny because it's not funny just to be like, get out of here and, you know. I feel like a tribal council will actually be funny. Like, we should do a tribal council because I don't want to make the choice. I want chat to decide. Uh, 40-15. I feel like a tribal council would be very fun. At least not for the person who's at the tribe, like, you know, the tribal council, you know, distinguish their flame. But, you know, I feel like that could be kind of funny. Yeah, we've got to vote someone off the island. I'm obviously the host, so you can't vote for me. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it should be like, because Jeff Probst doesn't make the choice. He lets the people decide. So I'll let you decide, chat. 40-30. As Raducanu hits it out and the returns 1-1. So I'll let you decide, chat, at the next tribal council. One of my friends is competing on Survivor 50, Joe the Firefighter. Really, Laura? I have to watch it now. Holy shit, that's cool. Survivor 50? How is there 50 already? Is that including like international survivors? Is that why it's up to 50? Like, because Australian Survivor counts as one, and Australian Survivor's been a thing for a little bit, and it's really, really popular. All right, 15 love. That's really cool. My auntie was on Deal or No Deal. $15 love. Has been a 4 now down the line and out by. I can't remember how she did. I don't know how. I forgot to ask, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I only saw parts of it. Did she win? Well, she was selected as one of the as the contestant to pick the cases. I don't know how much she won though. I don't know what I have to rewatch the episode. All right, 30 love. The US version of Survivor is at number 50. What? 50? I mean, it has been around for 20 years, so I guess maybe like 2 every year for 25 years makes sense. But geez, that's a lot. That's got to be the longest running show of all time. Or one of the longest running shows ever. Greg, yeah, I got a little bit same after a bit. The first one was funny, but after that, it kind of got a little bit repetitive. All right, 30 love. All right, as we're backhand down the line from Osorio. Beautiful shot. 30-15. Medvedev is back to his default settings. Is that to win? All right. Not really. Price is Right's been around for 50 years. Oh, okay. I'll tell you, I've been watching some like American game shows. You guys do it totally different to Australia. You guys just have so much like Deal or No Deal, like America, like the American version is crazy. I used to love watching The Amazing Race. I've been looking for The Amazing Race, like the early Amazing Race, on DVD or something. I want to rewatch the early Amazing Race episodes, because those first seasons were awesome. Even like the early Survival was great, when nobody knew how to play. Nobody knew how to play the game, and now everyone just does the same kind of stuff. But as Osorio hits a winner 30-40. But yeah, I Amazing Race. I love those early episodes. Those early episodes of Amazing Race were awesome, especially back in like the early 2000s, when the internet wasn't as big of a help. Now it feels like, I don't know what the rules are now, but if they even have the Amazing Race anymore, but I feel like you could do the Amazing Race much easier now. As that goes out by Osorio, and it's, whoa, juice. And I lost my pen. That's a chair. No, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. All right, deuce. All right, Raducanu advantage to stay in front. It's Raducanu serve. It's a backhand return. Gets back in Raducanu. Backhand now from Osorio. Raducanu wins the game. Stays in front. 2-1. Osorio had chances. How many break points has Emma saved? 8. 8 out of 9. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9. Welcome to the most serious stream of all time. Oop, I have woken the dog. Hey, Adam, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. How is Emma coping at the minute with tiredness? I mean, she's okay. I mean, she's playing all right. She definitely seems a little bit like she's just kind of staring into the void like I do after a long stream. But, I mean, she's playing a hell of a match. And this time breaks 2 love. Did she win the first? I didn't see the score. Medi arguing with the ref. Tennis TV playing music over it. Okay. Hey, Giuseppe. Appreciate the donation. Thank you. Bear wins. Man. That's a rough one. Hello. What's up? You want to say hello, do you? What's up? All right, as Osorio 30 love. Maybe to just smash his racket. Yeah, I can imagine. All right, nice hitting from Osorio. A beautiful shot down the line. Medvedev's out, yeah. What's up? What is it? What's up? What's up? Oh, you want a hug? Oh, no, you don't. All right. 40 love. And she's gone. She ran away. And she left. Don't you dare mention my wife. She didn't leave. My wife is totally real. Just not here right now. 40 love. As Raducanu needs a return winner. 40. Sorry, it's a double fault, my bad. 40-15. 1 second, chat. All right, 2-0. As Osorio goes in the back of Raducanu. Osorio forehand to the forehand Raducanu. As they go forehand to forehand, Raducanu into the Osorio backhand. Now Raducanu hits it in the net. And Osorio gets 15-0. Is it scheduled for tomorrow? Not yet. It should be out soon, though. I mean, it's getting late. All right, first serve was a fault, second serve. All right, second serve, Raducanu. Into the forehand of Osorio. To the back of Raducanu. Osorio forehand on the stretch. Raducanu again to the forehand of Osorio. As Raducanu backhand in the net. And it's 15-30. Raducanu in the last, even at the end of the first set, Osorio got the break back and was playing pretty well. Raducanu has not had it easy in the last few games. All right, serving the backhand of Osorio. Return goes wide. 30-0. All right, 30-0. And the backhand return goes backhand of Raducanu. Raducanu in the net. 30-40. Break point. Break point. I just bought egg whites. Does anyone know how to use them? How the hell do you buy egg whites? Just buy eggs. Why would you get rid of the yolk? That's the best part. Oh, schedule came out. Come on, schedule. Give us something good. Ooh, okay. Okay. Anyways, we get the break. Osorio. She's on top in the second. 3-2. So Swiatek is playing second after Gauff tomorrow. We're back in a Wong. That's a really good matchup. I like that matchup. Winner of this plays on court 3 tomorrow, so they got demoted. All right. And then Valentova Mukova is happening at the same time as Swiatek. So tomorrow we've got Gauff, Swiatek, Rybakina back to back to back. That's probably the situation. And then we've got Demonora versus Feast, but that's on at 5 o'clock, and that's brutal. That's a brutal time. That's at the worst time. If Osorio pushes the 3, Emma's probably out. Maybe. I mean, we'll see how physically demanding it is for her when if we get to a third. Yeah, so much fun. Oh, Chen is playing already. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Chen? Chen breaks? Jean, where? She's not playing. Chen's not playing, is she? Did they move her to another court? Are you talking about Chen or are you talking about somebody else? Chen's not playing. Where's Chen playing? She's up 2-0. Where? 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 Where the hell is she? She's not playing? She's playing after Coco. On the schedule. She is? She's up 2-0 on Grandstand 3. Am I glitching? No, I'm glitching. Because everyone's saying that she is playing. Did they move her match? They must have moved it. Because I thought she was playing after Coco. I know she's playing a Dajmaya, but they must have moved her. Because I swear she was playing after Coco. They did move her match. She's on she went from Grandstand to Court 1. She's after. They put her on after Kalinskaya. Oh man! Well, we're gonna watch that now. We can't watch it. They moved her. They moved her match because she was supposed to play after Gauff, but it's getting late, so they moved it, which is smart because they want to get it done before midnight, right? But that's a bummer. Anyways, let's hope this goes 3 then. 30-15. As it a 4 now from Raducanu into the back of Osorio. Raducanu slice into the back of Osorio as Raducanu backing again to the front of Osorio. Raducanu forehand goes long, and it's 40-15. Oh, that's a bummer. I was kind of wanted to watch that. No, well. Hopefully Chen wins and we can watch it tomorrow. When she plays Swiatek, which will be crazy. That'll be a crazy match if that happens. Or it could not be, but it might be. It could. I hope it's maybe. 40-15. As Osorio holds 4-2 in the second. All right, 4-2. Raducanu serves. And a double fault. Love 15. As Raducanu serves again. As return goes back into Raducanu. 4-0 from Osorio. Ooh, Osorio in the net. 15-all. All right, serving the forehand of Osorio. Forehand on Raducanu. Osorio forehand on the stretch. Raducanu goes again to the forehand of Osorio. As Raducanu forehand again to the forehand of Osorio. Raducanu down the line forehand. Osorio's there with a drop shot winner. Raducanu didn't even run for it. She's like, not even going to bother. Not worth it. 15-30. $15.30. Yeah, Dajmai came in for Kristea, who withdrew last minute because she had a change in schedule. Raducanu 30-all. Right, 30-all. $30-all. As it is served on the tee. Great serve, Raducanu. Returned the net by Osorio, and it's 40-30. Kristea is still partying. Yeah, I mean, we thought that she wouldn't play this week because winning a tournament at home is a big deal, and staying home to celebrate makes a lot of sense, right? Especially in her final season. Like, it's her first title at home. Pliskova breaks back. Wait, what's going on with that match? All right, so it's 7-5, 3-2 Anisimova. Okay. Every time I see Pliskova break, I'm thinking she's in the lead, but she's losing. She's just breaking back to get in them. She's just getting back in the match. Anyways, Raducanu holds 4-3 Osorio with the break in the second. All right. By the way, chat, I know I mentioned this the other day. But yeah, I've been listening to this radio station in Australia. It's been, I've known about it for a while, but I've never really actively listened to it until I found this amazing hi-fi system at the thrift store and started playing digital radio. Such a vibe. While I was doing my productivity chores and having this just random ass music. Really. They're just playing they're playing the most random playlist you'll ever hear. It's great. And no commercials. No ads. When do you listen to the radio and not get an ad? It's awesome. All right. Four three. No, I see you later, Deb. Pliskova breaks. Okay, I read that. Serena's 6-month testing ends on the 22nd of Feb. So she's not coming back. All right, Raducanu, love 15. So you're saying she's not coming back. As Osorio hits a winner, 15-all. Where's Emma's new coach? Haven't seen him. Yeah, it's John Cena. Dun, dun. $15 all. As Osorio serves again, a fault, second serve. So stupid. This is stupid. That's dumb. Backhand rally. As that backhand goes down the line for a winner for Osorio, and it's 30-15. And some of breaks again. All right, Osorio playing solid now. 30-15. First serve's a fault, second serve. As Raducanu returns the slice of Osorio. Raducanu forehand to the front of Osorio. Into the front of Raducanu. Osorio backhand. That's a winner. Nope. Osorio comes in with a volley. That's a winner. All right, 40-15. 40-15. By the way, thank you, Rescue, for laughing at all my shit jokes. I need somebody to laugh. Chen's up 4-love double break. Yeah. Chen Swiatek. All right, return goes in the forehand of Osorio. Passing shots too good by Emma. And it's 40-30. Raducanu. Raducanu, good shot. Keeps me awake, still working. Oh, me. Yeah, what's the Olympic update for the Australians, Gregs? 40-30. Serve the backhand of Raducanu. Forehand from Osorio. That's a winner. Beautiful shot. 5-3. Osorio in the second. All right. Two in snowboard, big air in 90 minutes. Okay, I'll be asleep. Give me the update tomorrow. Just daily updates. First thing in the morning. First thing in the thing. Are the Filipinos cheering on Osorio? They loved her in the Philippines too. I'm not sure if they're in the stands, but maybe. All right. Osorio with a slice. Raducanu wins the point. Goes out in the return. 15 love. By the way, Chad, I watched a movie the other day called Natural Born Killers. And, God, it was weird. It was strange. All right, as that goes out by Osorio. Goes in by Osorio. My bad. 15 all. I'm watching it, I swear. Blasphemy? What blasphemy? I'm sorry, is that your favorite movie? It's a good movie. It was interesting. It was just weird. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was just very crazy. It was like a Tarantino. I know he wrote it, but that movie is crazy. That's what I said. I'm saying it is crazy. I didn't say it was bad. 30-15. The only thing I didn't like about it was I didn't like Robert Downey Jr. trying to do an Australian accent. That was annoying. When he was on it, I was like, why is he doing the accent? It's annoying. But everything else was fine. Just the accent was like, God, that's annoying. Stop doing that. All right, 30-all. As the return goes in the back of Raducanu. Oh, and it lands in. 40-30. Mickey and Mallory, yeah. 40-30. As a default second serve. Do we watch Feast Demon tomorrow? Probably not. 40-30. Just because it's on at like stupid o'clock and I don't think I'll be around. 4-4 rally. Osorio hits it out. All right. She's going to have to serve for the second set. Raducanu holds. It's 4-3. Sorry, 4-5. 5-4. 4-5. Chen's on fire at the moment, yeah. If Chen beats Adaj Maya, the Filipinos will never hear the end of it from the Indonesians. No, I think that you guys are all pretty chill in the tennis world. If Chen beats Swiatek, that's fun. Yeah. Have you seen California with Brad Pitt? Also a twisted good one? No, I haven't. I have not seen that movie. I watched a movie today called what was it called? It was like a movie about a band. It's like a biopic, but it was like almost like I don't know. It was really interestingly shot. It was called Pavements. It's about a band called Pavements, and it had it was I don't know. It was just like a weird documentary, but it was also like half the movie was like a biopic, but it was kind of not really. But I don't know. It was really good. It was really different. It was it was like a documentary, but then it was like a biopic, but it was also I don't know. It was just it's really interesting. And I'd never heard of the Pavements before, but they were kind of like Nirvana, but not Nirvana. It's called Pavements. It's on this random ass. No, it wasn't like Spinal Tap. Like Pavements is actually a band. Like it was based on a real band. But it was just a really interesting way of doing it. Like they were following the actors around who were playing the characters and trying to figure out them getting into the character. Yeah, I don't know. It was almost like a behind the scenes documentary on a biopic that hasn't come out yet. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It was really weird, but it was really interesting. I don't know. It was just different. It was cool. The way they did it. Double Fault, Love 30. I recommend it. Go see it. Love 30. Raducanu, by the way, tapping her leg. So if this does go 3, this is going to be tough. All right. A default second serve. As the return goes the backhand of Osorio. Raducanu backhand down the line goes wide. 15-30. As the return goes in, the drop shot of Osorio. Raducanu gets it. Osorio with a lob. That's too good. All right, 30-0. As that goes out in the return from... Oh, sorry. Raducanu hit the return in, but Osorio made the error. And it's a break point for Raducanu. You get back on serve. There's been a forehand, Raducanu. Osorio back in down the middle. Raducanu gets it with a forehand again. The back of Osorio. Raducanu with a slice. Osorio forehand down the line. Raducanu's there with the backhand cross, but it's wide. And we get to deuce. Jeez, Chen just won the first set 6-love. That's crazy. All right, Raducanu with a drop shot in the net, and it's advantage Osorio to take the second set. All right, advantage. Advantage Osorio. Set point is we're going to return now to the front of Osorio. Raducanu backhand. Into the forehand of Osorio on the stretch. Raducanu forehand again to the slice of Osorio. Raducanu in control. She hits a forehand cross court again. Osorio gets it. As Raducanu forehand on the line. That's long. We're going 3, baby. Osorio fights through the second. And we're going the distance. And Raducanu is going to have to work for this now. She was starting to tap her legs as well in the end of that set. So let's see what she's got left. Okay. It's a 46-minute set as well. Raducanu's going to the bathroom. Osorio will wait. All right. Five double faults for Osorio in that set, but she still won it anyway. Only faced one break point, despite serving that many double faults. All right. Cool. All right, we're going 3. Who cares for Chen? Lol. A lot of people do. Chen won the first set in 16 minutes. Well, we're going to watch her match, but I guess we're not missing out on much. And Nismova broke back. So wait, what was it? Is Nismova 4-all? What's going on? All right. So Raducanu's just gone to the bathroom while we wait for her to come back. Oh, jeez. It's going to take me a while to get used to these nights. It's going to just take me a minute. But yeah, Raducanu definitely looked like the second set was getting a little bit tough. Physically, she looked like she was struggling a little bit physically. I wouldn't say she was completely exhausted or anything crazy, but she definitely didn't seem as fresh as the first set, where she was flying around the court just hitting the ball for winners. The AO is killer here in the US. 3 a.m. matches. Sorry, how long is the Australian Open? How long is the rest of the season? Emma wins. Let's get back to the top 10. Hey, let's see how she goes. How long is this bathroom break? Well, the bathroom's a long way away, so she just had to walk there. You picked this location. I'm sorry, I wasn't born. I didn't choose to be born here. This wasn't my choice. I didn't go, hey, I want to live in the remote island in the middle of nowhere where everything could kill you and the sun's hot. I didn't pick this area. This is my spawn point. I didn't ask to be born here. I didn't have a choice. It just happened, right? I don't know. This is this vocation, not location. Oh, well, I thought you said location. All right. Well, yeah, maybe I should have picked a different sport. All right. That's on me. I just can't help that I love tennis too much. All right. It's not my fault that it's just what the heart wants. All right, Raducanu's back. Moved to Spain like Demon did. Yeah, but I don't have anyone who lives in Spain. I don't have any connections in Spain. If you don't like where you live, why don't you move? Why don't you mind your own business? All right. Raducanu serves. As a backhand return from Osorio to the front of Raducanu. Raducanu in the net. Love 15. By the way, I've said many times that I like streaming at night. It's peaceful and quiet. I actually don't like streaming during the day. So these time zones are fine. If I lived anywhere else, I would probably be less... I'd be more miserable if I streamed during the day in a better time zone. Like this is... I like this. I like staying up all night. Because right now, I'm literally missing out on nothing. Everyone I know is asleep, right? No shops are open. No nothing is open, right? McDonald's is the only thing that's open. Not a sponsor, but if they want to. Like, nothing is open right now. Everything is quiet. Everything is shut. Like, no one else is awake in Australia right now except for maybe the guy who works at McDonald's. So I don't feel like I'm missing anything, which is great. I love 30. And then I'll just sleep all day when all my friends are at work anyway. And then when I wake up, they all finish work. Cam's a night out. Yeah, I love it. The nighttime is so peaceful. There's nothing like going outside at 2 a.m. on a Wednesday and just being like, and just everything's just quiet. Like just peace and quiet. It's lovely. Like such a thing. To go outside at like 3 a.m. on a random Tuesday. And it's just like, it's so quiet. Because everyone in the world is normal and asleep. Beautiful. Anyway, it's 15:40. Raducanu. I think Raducanu just asked for the trainer. I think Raducanu just asked for the trainer. 15:40. And I think she said leg. 15:40. Trainer's coming out for Raducanu in the next game. As the return goes back into Raducanu, that's a winner. 30-40, 2 saved. All right, as the cameraman zooms in right onto her knee. All right, relax. 30-40. All right, still break point for Osorio. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Could be worse. You could live in Perth. True. That would have been horrific. Drop shot winner by Osorio. There's the break. In the third, Raducanu is probably going to get a medical timeout here because she is in pain. And I think Osorio just got told that she's going to get a trainer out, and she's like, "What? I thought we were playing." So yeah, they're going to. Yeah, Raducanu's not. So this is not a sit down usually. If you're just joining us and you don't know what's going on, this is not usually what happens. You're not allowed after the first game of the set. You keep going. It's only the third game where you sit down. But Raducanu's waiting for the trainer. And Osorio's going to go talk to her team. But yeah, Raducanu's running out of legs. Pliskova and Amanda match is close. What's up? 5-all in the second. Ooh. Chen has won 8 games in a row. All right, Chen's got somewhere to be, obviously. What percentage of Raducanu matches does she win the first set and then fold? I don't know. Not many. Not as many as people think, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what percentage. Jeez, I'm not a mathematician. Percentage? You know, fancy and technical. I'll tell you how many she's actually lost from a setup recently, though. I can give you that much information. So when she's won the first set this year, she has not lost a match. So that's 0%. 6 of 6, 0%. Perfect record. Last year, she was 25 wins, 6 losses when she won the first set. She did end last year losing 3 out of 4 matches from a set up. So she was 24-3 until the end of the year. And then in Seoul, Beijing, and Ningbo, she was up a set and lost the match. She had match points against Pegula in one of those matches and against Krejcikova. So there was 2 matches there where she had match points and she lost. 2024, she was 19-3 when she won the first set. She was 4-0 in 2023. She was 16-3 in 2022. In 2021, she was 22-0. So it's not a thing. Her winning the first set and fading away. It's not a thing. That's not a thing. What words did you use? Oh, fold. Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, so the percentage is low. If we're going to make a percentage, it would probably be less than 10. Less than 10%. She wins a lot of matches from a setup. She doesn't lose matches from a setup very often. All right, so Raducanu's getting everything checked because she is not feeling great. Osorio shouldn't be winning this. Emma's injuries are ruining her. I mean, she's just running out of gas because she played a lot of tennis last week. And we thought this would happen. And also, she's playing someone who's very physical. A very physical player. You have to work hard to play Osorio. So again, this is not a surprise. You know, if you've been paying attention in the last couple of weeks, you know that this is not a massive shock. You know, Raducanu played a lot of tennis last week. She had a physical week. And, I mean, I was more surprised how easy it was for Raducanu to start the match. I thought, holy shit, she looks great. And then second set, she started to, gas out a bit. And Osorio, who is a marathon runner, I mean, she could play 5 hours. It's brutal. So Raducanu is going to have to really work for it now. So wait, on my birthday, Serena Williams is allowed to play tennis. On the 22nd of February, Serena can compete in tennis. Are you serious? The 6 months of re-entry in the testing pool will be completed on the 22nd of February. Smells like a comeback. If she comes back on my birthday, I'm going to fucking lose it. That's epic. Wait, is that what you sent me, Dutchie, or am I just saying something else? Is that what you sent me that? Yeah, you sent me that. Okay. I was just reading that on my own. 30 love. That's so good. I mean, we all know that she's coming back. She's not coming back to play singles. We know that, right? We know she's not coming back to play singles. She's coming back to play doubles with Venus one last time, right? That's what's happening, right? We're not gonna. Let's not get our hopes up and get crazy. Let's not lose our minds. It's a doubles comeback with Venus as a last hurrah to show the Williams sisters. That's what it is. If it's anything, it might not be anything. It might be nothing. Maybe it's nothing. But if it's something, it's probably that, right? Let's not lose our minds and say it's going to be Sabalenka versus Serena at the US Open. Raducanu, by the way, is going to retire. That is a shame. That is a shame. Osorio wins. Raducanu runs out of gas. And Raducanu retires. That is a shame. That is a shame. Osorio with a little wave to the crowd. She gets the win. But that's a shame. I mean, look, it was a big effort for Raducanu. To play a full week in Romania last week and towards the end of that tournament look fatigued, look sore, look tired, and then to get on a plane, fly to a totally different time zone and play a day later, it was asking a lot. Castella made the right choice of not playing. She made that decision yesterday, but good for Raducanu for giving it a try. And she looked good in the first set. I mean, Raducanu looked really good. And then she just ran out of steam. But the trolls don't care about that. Yeah, but then the trolls aren't here, so... And the trolls have nothing else to do, so that's their job. They're volunteer to be trolls. They don't get paid for it. It's a voluntary job that nobody... All right. But Osorio, by the way, 3 out of 14 break points. I mean, Raducanu had a lot. Could have been worse, the score, but why don't they skip these matches instead? Well, look, Raducanu is playing Dubai next week anyway, so she's going to come to the Middle East anyway. But yeah, I mean, look, you're never going to get... People are going to be like, oh, see, she quit, blah, blah. But, I mean, those people aren't here because they're going to, say it not on stream, obviously. But it's more, I think, if anything, and Raducanu should be praised for giving it a try. Like, with all the circumstances of you've just made a final last week. Nobody would have faulted her nobody would have said, "Oh, she didn't play Doha. How could she ditch everyone?" Like she didn't have to play this week. She didn't have to play this tournament. She didn't have to be here today. She could have easily just gone, "You know what? I'm not playing next week. I had a tough week. I'm not playing next week." But she came here anyway, and put in an effort. But it could have been easy for her to just go, "I'm not playing next week. I'm too tired." But she made the effort. She made the trip. And she got the first set, and then it was just too much. So that's what we should be talking about. That it was a good effort by Raducanu, but it was just a little too much. It was a bit too much after last week where she didn't seem like she was looking physically well anyway. It's a good effort from Raducanu when so many people were questioning why she was even here. So the fact that she came here and she almost won is a credit to her. And she would have played tomorrow if she won, right? If she won today, she would have retired tomorrow anyway. Chen wins already? Not yet. Did Pliskova win the second? Hang on. Oh, no, it's a tiebreak. I bet on Osorio. Will I win if Raducanu retires? I have no idea because I don't know your betting situation. I'm not a betting company. So you're going to have to talk to the customer service because I don't work for them. I'm not part of that. So you're going to have to call them and ask them because this is not a customer service platform for betting companies. I agree, but she's not a newcomer. Cam, this is the WTA. This is the schedule. God, I feel like you're being too harsh. Because there's a lot of players that played. There's a lot of the players that played last week and did well last week are not here. If I go look at Bilek isn't here because she missed out on the schedule on the thing. Alexandrova is seeded, so she got a day off. So she got an extra day. Plus, also the time zone's huge. Abu Dhabi and Doha are not that far apart. Romania, going from Europe to the Middle East, that's a big trip. Who won in Bolter and Korpatch? They're not here. Bolter and Korpatch aren't here, right? They didn't make the trip. Raducanu is the only one from last week who made the semi-finals on the in the two European events who actually made the attempt to come here. Castella pulled out. Bolter didn't make it. Korpatch isn't here. Volley-Nets, Parry, Oleniakova, they're all not here. None of them are here. Some of them didn't come here because they weren't, invited, right? They didn't get put in the list. But Raducanu is the only one who showed up and played, and that should be given we should give her some credit for that. When the easy thing is to say, oh, she quit, she, blah 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 blah, we got to give her a little bit of. It's it would be like if Raducanu went from winning the Australian Open. She could have. She was on the Abu Dhabi list. She didn't go play that straight away. And if she hadn't lost, and we would have been like, well, you played so much. So we should give her changing time zones, changing totally different climates. We should give. I don't know. Raducanu haters are not going to give her any credit, but you got to put it into perspective. If she had gone from Abu Dhabi to here, okay, she can't use the time zones as a reason, and she can't use but she still has played a lot of tennis. So again, give her a little bit of credit. We don't. She gets torn down so much. Let's just not do that today. I wouldn't be this critical if she didn't have a record of this type of action. But okay. But this situation, this circumstance, this, if you're, I get you, I get it. If she had lost first round in Romania and then this happened, there'd be no reason for her to be tired. But the fact that she literally came from a totally different country 2 days ago, a totally different time zone, totally different weather, freezing cold in Romania. Here it's, warm. Well, it wasn't tonight, but it is warm. 1 day in between for travel. You got to give her a little bit of slack for that. The fact that she even played is crazy. Not crazy, but it's a miracle. She could have easily said no. I'm not playing, and nobody would have faulted her for that. So give her some credit for showing up. Is all I'm saying. Maybe this time not be so harsh. Because I feel like this was a different situation to the other times that she's retired from a final set. You were nice and fair. I'll give her this one. Well, yeah, give her this one. Because there are times where she has retired, and seemingly given up in matches, but this was not one of them. There's many reasons why. There's so many reasons why she this happened. Yeah, Castella skipped the tournament, right? She was on the list. She was supposed to play. Pliskova won the second. Holy shit. Why play a 250 that you, by all metrics, should have won, but ended up losing? She lost to Castella. Oh my God. What is so hard about giving Raducanu a little credit? So she makes her first final in a place where her dad's from, right? Like, her dad is from Romania. So going to Romania, playing a 250 event. By the way, so many people who hate on Raducanu tell her to go back to 250s. Like, tell her to go and play challenges, even though she's in the top 30. Why would you go play challenges when you're in the top 30? But, like, so many people are like, oh, she should be playing 250. She played a 250, and now it's like, oh, why is she playing 250s? Because her dad's from Romania, so she's going there to play at home, right? Plus, she makes the final, lose to Castella. Castella's had a pretty damn good year. Like, she didn't just lose to some random person. She lost to somebody who's playing their last year on tour, extra motivated at home, and has only lost to 2 players this year. One of those Sabalenka, one of those Osaka. So, like, losing to Castella isn't a shame. You shouldn't be shamed for that. That's not a bad thing. So, again, why are we being so harsh on Raducanu? Like, I know it's the easy thing to just be like, oh, Raducanu, she gets all these sponsors and she's really bad. Well, she's not. But, like, just this time, just for once in your damn lives, just give Raducanu, just don't say anything. Like, don't hate on her now for no reason. Like, give her a little break. Or just don't say anything negative about her. Like, just for one time. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, that's it. But that's what people do. That's what haters do. They'll find fault in everything. Like, she'll win a Grand Slam and they'll say, oh yeah, but she's only won 2. Like, there'll always be something to pick at. Then skip this event and focus on 500 1000s when you weren't 100% in the final. Yeah, but again, I feel like that is like, come on. But athletes need to know when to rest. This is what the annoying thing is, though. The annoying part is like, if Raducanu had withdrawn from this event, she would have been getting shit from those same people saying, oh, she ditched this event. How could she? Like, it doesn't matter what she would have done. If she had played, not played, it would have been negative. So Raducanu getting ridiculed for playing tennis in her dad's country. Are you serious? Well, yeah. Yeah, if she had withdrawn, they would have all said, the same people would have said like something, oh my God, how could she play last week and now she quits this week? Like, come on. Like, just give Raducanu, just for one day, just leave her alone. Or you know what? Go somewhere else and say this. I don't want to hear it today. I don't want to hear it today. Because I think today is like the stupidest reason to hate on Raducanu. Like, today is the dumbest day to do that. Like, the last couple of days, people hating on her for losing the final. So stupid. Oh, she lost love in 2. Cool. She made the final. Her first final in 4 years. And still, it's like, it's not good enough. It's like, just not today. Today, go to Twitter and argue. Take that Twitter energy to Twitter. Go bitch about it on Twitter. Yeah? Not today. Not here today. Playing 250 was a good move from Emma. She needs to win a trophy to get that feeling of champion back. I was rooting for her in the 250. Yeah. And she made the final, which was a huge step in the right direction. She's got, climbing up the rankings. And then maybe she just bit off a little bit more than she could chew by getting, trying to play this event as well, which is, worth a lot of ranking points. But now she gets a week. Where next week she'll come back and play Dubai. Hopefully she'll be back and, acclimatize a little more and, to these conditions, and she'll be ready to play Dubai. But I just love that she gave it an effort. She gave it a try. Like, she didn't have to play this event. All right, chat. I'm out of here. But thanks for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow to do it all again. It's a big day tomorrow. Center court's probably where it's at. We'll see. We'll see what else we do. But yeah, that is that. Raducanu unfortunately has to retire. Pardon me. She was down a break in the third, and just too much tennis. She's played too physical, too much to ask. I mean, like I said, hell of an effort to go from Eastern Europe to the Middle East on a day when she wasn't even feeling that great last week. If you remember last week, she had second semifinals and final. She wasn't looking great, and put in a good effort. But Osorio just too good. And Raducanu being forced to retire. She'll get a week off now. She'll play Dubai next week. Hopefully fresher and better and fitter. But good win by Osorio. Good grinding it out. And she wins in 3. I'll see you tomorrow.